So everyone, welcome back to political science class. So yesterday we completed the one chapter, right? What is the name of the chapter? The politics of complete. The politics of
Land development.
definitely correct. The politics of plant development. Plant development, and we studied about India's five-year plans related with India's economical development and social development. Economic and social development. And various criticisms related with those plans. And the importance of the first five-year plan, second five-year plan, third five-year plan. Right? Right. So hope those ideas are clear for you. Okay, you already wrote the notes there. Read that, learn it. Okay. Anyway, we want to, our time is limited. So we have to complete number of chapters hereafter. Okay, so today we will start a new lesson from the same textbook. Clear? Okay, what is the next chapter? What is the name of the next chapter? The fourth one.
External relations.
Definitely. India's external relations. Okay, what are the external relations? External. Anyway, not within the country, right? So can anyone tell me what is that? What do you mean by the external relation?
Relation with other countries.
Very good. Relationship of India with its neighbors and the rest of the world, right? Clear. So as we know already, we studied the end of bipolarity, right? One chapter, the end of bipolarity. Okay, so in that chapter, we studied about the India's foreign policy. India's foreign policy. Can anyone tell me what is that foreign policy? What is the foreign policy of India? Sorry. What is that? What is that? Think and tell me.
Not to be a part of any of the two blocks.
Of course. Okay. So we used a term to depict that. Huh? What is that?
Non-alignment.
Very good, Grishma. Non-alignment. Non-alignment. Okay. So Aishwarya, it is non-alignment. So now, okay, non-alignment movement. We are, our country is not ready to join in the socialist bloc that led by USSR and the capitalist bloc led by USA. Clear? We are not ready to do that. We created a group of newly independent countries and termed as, Ashish Bani, are you crying there? Ashish Bani is crying. What happened? No, sir. What happened to you?
Nothing.
Not crying. Okay, if you cry, means keep a plate beneath. Okay, we can store the teardrops. Okay. Ashish, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So next time you will score good mark, right?
I'm fine.
Huh? You are fine, I know. All the people in the world, let them fine. Okay, let this, it's okay. But lead a good life, no problem. I am asking about you. Okay, will you score or not?
Yes, I will.
Definitely. Okay. So this is, I don't know how many times you are telling all these things to me, right? Okay. So I hope you will rectify yourself. Okay. So listen, I don't like to scold anyone. Okay. So I only like to beat everyone. Okay. Because in Kerala context, it's not possible, right? You will complaint in the police station. Or you use this number, what is that? Child helpline number is there, 1098. Okay, anybody can call and anybody can complain against the harassment, okay, or exploitation. Okay, they're only for children, that a child helpline, right? Not a child helpline, but a child helpline you can call. Clear or not? So Ashish Bani will today, Ashish Bani will call and will complain about the mental harassment. Okay. Okay, so listen carefully. So that's the number there. So in Kerala context, it's not possible to beat the kids there. Okay, so anybody, if you have any troubles, this is a number 1090. But nowadays, I think that this number is using for booking COVID vaccine, I think so. Okay, COVID helpline number it is, I think so. Okay, it's changed. Okay, so let it be. So we are discussing about, The non-alignment movement. India is not ready to become a part of USSR bloc or the USS bloc. Okay, socialist bloc or a capitalist bloc. Socialist bloc or a capitalist bloc. Okay, write down facts that matter. Sorry. Before that, you want to write the introduction, right? Introduction of this chapter. It is from your textbook only. So just make the notes and keep the notes perfectly with you people. Okay. So write down immediately after independence. Ready to write? So after writing, file these things. Okay. If you are writing a notebook, okay, no problem. You just keep that book intact with you people. Okay. Anyway, printed notes will be there, right? You have to print it out and keep it you. Okay. That is not an excuse from escaping from writing notes. Okay. So immediately after independence, India faced the external challenge. Immediately after independence, India faced the external challenge with an innovative response, RESPONSE, response by way of the policy, what is that policy? Non-alignment, right? Write down, non-alignment, full stop, non-alignment, full stop. India also found itself in conflict with the neighbors. So our neighbors, we know that. Okay, it is almost all the neighbors are like that, right? No? Always we are keeping a good relationship with them. Yes or no? Huh? Various reasons are there to start a fight. Clear? So India's neighbors also like that. Okay, the two neighbors are there for India. One is Pakistan, and other is China. Right or not? Okay, so just keep that idea with you. Write down neighbors, full stop. This led to 3 wars. Which led to 3 wars. 3 major wars. Okay. Write down 3 wars in 1962, 1965, and 1971. There are other wars after this year too. Okay, we'll discuss that later. Full stop. Here we are describes the relationship between external and internal policies. The relationship between external and internal policies. Sorry, one correction. External and internal politics. Politics, not policies, politics. Or policies non-alignment, so politics. Write down politics. By focusing and first point, the international context, 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 that shaped external relations of India. External relationship or external relations of India. External relations of India. Second point, the operational principles, the operational principles, the operational principles that informed relations of India. Third one, Indo-China relations. Indo-China relation, INDO, Indo-China relations, and Indo-Pak relations, Indo-Pak relations, PAK, Pak relations. And fourth point, the evolution of India's nuclear policy. The evolution of India's nuclear policy. The evolution of India's nuclear policy. Okay, this is the introduction. So you got a point there, right? We're discussing about India's relationship with other countries. Okay. So how Indian government is operating its policy to create a relationship with other countries, India's relationship with China, and India's relationship with Pakistan, and about the 3 wars. Clear? 3 wars we will discuss. And finally, the nuclear policy of India. What do you mean nuclear policy? Nuclear policy. See, India is a nuclear country. Tell me. Is it a nuclear country, our country? No answers from anyone? Amalda says yes. Okay. Then
Yes,
others?
sir.
Yeah. Others, what about others? Is your country a nuclear country? A nuclear country in the sense the country is able to produce nuclear weapons and use that against its rivals. Or even using the nuclear energy to produce electricity. Okay, so various things are there. Okay, so our country is a nuclear country, right? Nuclear country not in the sense of nuclear. I mean, a small country with less population or something like that. So you use the term nuclear families, right? Father, mother, one kid or something like that. Okay, so that not in that sense. Here it is a nuclear weapons. Clear? So our country is able to produce weapons. I mean nuclear bombs, atomic bombs, and able to release or use that against the rival countries. Clear or not? Okay. Can you tell me some names of some nuclear countries in the world? The countries are able to produce this nuclear weapons. Not all the countries. Very few in number. A few countries are there. What are they?
US,
US,
Russia,
Russia,
China,
China, in the list, the fourth country is India. Okay, the fourth powerful military, the second one, the standing army number. Okay, so the India. Okay, so don't think that the Indian army is that much powerful or something like that, right? Okay, understand. Okay, so our power is very limited comparing with the giant countries like America, Russia, and China. Clear? Not that much powerful. The rockets or missiles that made by China, okay, it can reach any Indian city within no time. In no time, it can reach. Okay, our missile defense system is not that much good to defeat or check or block these weapons or these missiles. Okay, might in the newspaper you heard about a particular weapon used by Israel to destruct the missiles that launched by Palestine. Heard of that? Iron Dome. Studied that? I means read that in the newspaper. Okay, I'm discussing about newspaper, so there is no relationship with that, right? Okay, let it be. Okay, it's called the Iron Dome. So that is before, last month I think so. Okay, so newspaper, every day news came related with this particular defense system called the Iron Dome used by Israel to stop or destruct the missiles that launched by Palestine against Israel. Okay, so that missile launching system or a missile defense system, it is 100 percentage successful it seems there. Okay, very limited number of missiles for in Israel that launched by Palestine. Right, let it be. So there are numerous such kind of techniques are there in the modern war field or warfare. Okay, so let it be. So next one, fact that mattered. So in this chapter, we are discussing about 3 wars. Okay, one is in 1962, other is in 1965, the other one is in 1971. So wars with Pakistan, China, and Bangladesh. Clear? Bangladesh means it's a fight against basically Pakistan to liberate Bangladesh from the clutches of Pakistan. Clear? So after independence, we know that our country is divided into 2. Okay, one is the Western Pakistan, other is the Eastern Pakistan. Clear? And today's Bangladesh is that one. What is that? Eastern Pakistan. And the people or Pakistan government controlled that region from Pakistan. Okay, and basically the rules and regulations that made by the Pakistan government is against the native of that region, today's Bangladesh. So they agitated, they protested. Okay, so they asked the help of Indira Gandhi, the prime minister of that time, and she started a war against Pakistan to liberate Bangladesh. We will discuss that in this chapter. Okay, now down the major points in this chapter, major topics. First topic, the policy of non-alignment. The policy of non-alignment. The policy of non-alignment. Okay. Next one, role of Jawaharlal Nehru. Role of Jawaharlal Nehru. Role of Jawaharlal Nehru. Comma. Distance from 2 camps. Distance from 2 camps. Same PS camps. Okay. Distance from 2 camps. Comma. Afro-Asian unity. Afro-Asian unity. Third world countries. Okay, just write Afro-Asian unity. Okay. Peace and conflict with China. Peace and conflict with China. The Chinese invasion of 1962. The Chinese invasion of 1962. 1962. Wars and peace with Pakistan. Wars, WARS, wars and peace with Pakistan. Wars and peace with Pakistan. Okay, next one. Bangladesh War 1971. Bangladesh War 1971. Bangladesh War 1971. Last point, India's nuclear policy. India's nuclear policy. Next, the Tibet issue. The Tibet. Who is the religious head of Tibet? Do you know what is the Tibetan issue? Heard about Dalai Lama? Dalai Lama. Okay, we'll discuss that later. Next one, the Kargil conflict. The Kargil conflict. Till today we are celebrating the Kargil Day, right? Date? Let it be. Okay, so you have to find out the Kargil Day. Okay. These are the important points from this chapter. You want to learn all these things properly. So write down the first point, facts that matter. Okay. Very important facts from this chapter. Okay, or background of this chapter. Basically, you have to understand all these things. Then only we are able to start it. Write down first of all, the world had witnessed 2 devastating wars. 2 devastating wars. WARS, wars. What are the 2 devastating wars that witnessed by the world?
First and Second World War.
First and Second World Wars. WW1, WW2. Okay. Not a WWE. Okay, WW1, WW2. World War One, World War Two. Okay. So World War One in between 1914 and 1918, right? Second World War, 1939, 1945. 1939 and 1945. Two devastating war. Okay. So the First World War is termed as the Great War up to 1939. Clear? Clear. So in 1939, the world witnessed other furious war, dangerous than the First World War. So the First World War lost its importance after the Second World War. Okay, because up to that period, 1939 to 35, everyone witnessed that that war is the great one, what the First World War. And the Second World War showed that it is not that one, and I am the one. Those are it is the real war. Okay, so yesterday I observed one television program, the Safari channel. You know that channel, right? It's very good for the history students and political science students there. By Sandosh George Kulangara, his channel. And the best thing I like in that channel, there is no advertisements. Okay, no advertisements at all. Okay, clear? Okay, so in that channel, sometime we will be there, right? Well, let's say sometimes some. Okay, but not like other channels. Okay, anyway. Okay, not like other channels. So their advertisements related with that particular channel and their what you can say, what related programs or related activities. Let it be. Okay, so in the channel they showed that a soldier, he carrying a huge basket. Okay, so there are numerous rings are there in that basket, wedding rings. Okay, uncountable. That many are there. Okay, wedding rings, a huge basket of wedding rings. And he commented that this is the rings, or those are the rings. Okay, rings of the soldiers. Those they died in the Second World War. Not all the soldiers there. Okay, from one particular country. Okay, Germany. Clear or not? Okay, so that many people died in that war. Okay, no idea how many people died really. Okay, so let it be. So the world had witnessed a devastating. The world had witnessed a devastating war and was grappling with GRIPPLING, grappling with issues of reconstruction. So this is after the Second World War. Okay. Second World War. So there is a problem everywhere in the world. Okay, the question is related with the reconstruction of the countries those engaged in the war. Clear? Reconstruction. Only America is the country those who not faced that much trouble because the war is not fought in the territories of America. Clear? Understand? Basically in other countries. Okay. America only faced one problem from Japan that's termed as the Pearl Harbor incident. What is that? Pearl Harbor incident of 1942. Clear? So number of airplanes that used by Japan to attack a port in America. Clear? A harbor in America. And the number of American sailors died in that. Number of American ships were sank in the ocean. Clear or not? That's what the only incident that America faced in their mainland. The Pearl Harbor incident. So America took revenge. You know that. Okay. What is that revenge? What is that revenge?
Dropping bombs in Japan.
Definitely. Okay. They dropped atomic bombs in Japan in 1945. Okay. So continue right on. It was, so listen, the things that I am discussing with you people for a general knowledge, general understanding. Okay. Just to keep those things in your mind and try to get more information about those incidents. Clear? So my time in this class is limited. I am unable to explain all those things there. Clear? These are extra knowledge. You try to find out this. Okay, clear or not? Okay, so I am able to show the way, show the path related with the general knowledge things there, connected with the topic. Okay, it is your responsibility to gain more knowledge related with that. If you want, you can ask to me. Okay, you can send message to me. I can help you people. Right. Okay, so discussion is not that possible. Okay, so don't think anything bad. Next one, issue of reconstruction. So all the countries are trying to reconstruct their economy, their society, because almost all the countries' economy and its society is totally destructed by this war, the Second World War. Okay, next point. Yet another attempt, ATT, attempt to establish international body was underway. Okay. What an international organization today is able to control the problems between the countries? International organization. Any international organizations are there? So tell me the name of that organization. Tell me. What is the name of the international organization today able to solve the issues between the countries? What is that? Is that League of Nations? Or United Nations Organization? League of Nations is a body of countries or organization, okay, that established to maintain peace after the First World War, right? League of Nations, clear? After the First World War, okay. Here we are discussing about United Nations Organization, UNO, United Nations Organization. Okay, underway, comma, many new countries were emerging. Many new countries were emerging as a result of the collapse of colonialism. As a result of the collapse of colonialism. So we know that after the Second World War in 1945, number of countries became independent, including our country. Clear? Because the power formula changed. Okay, Britain's power reduced or deteriorated. Clear or not? They are no longer able to manage the administration in the colonies. Clear? So number of new countries become independent countries, including ours. Okay, so next point. New nations were, collapse of colonialism, comma, and most new nations were trying to come, and most new nations were trying to come to terms with the twin challenges. Terms with the twin challenges. Twin challenges of welfare and democracy. Twin challenges of welfare and democracy. Okay, all newly independent country. So those are the challenges. They're trying to solve those challenges. They're trying to term those challenges. What are the challenges? One is welfare, other is establishing democracy. So welfare means, we know that, alleviation of poverty, okay, improving the economy of the country. Okay, so write down next point, full stop. After independence, immediately, 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 after independence, India's foreign policy reflected all these concerns in the period, underline, full stop, in the period. Okay, so want to remember one thing, we already studied that in the chapter Cold War era. What is that? So these two power blocks, USSR and USA, they tried to attract these newly independent countries to their bloc. Clear or not? okay, or under their custody by providing economical aid, okay, protection from the enemies, provision of weapons, arms, clear. So both these powers did it, clear. By providing money, by providing weapons, by providing security or protection, okay, they tried to keep these countries under their control, okay. So soon after independence, what happened? India want to create a foreign policy, clear or not? We have to clear our side. So in that foreign policy, we are able to notice that, we already learned that, what is that? The foreign policy is termed as NAM, right? Non-alignment movement. Okay? But one thing is that the critics says that Indian government at that time under the leadership of Nehru created an alliance with whom? Which country? You studied that already. Very good. Russia, USSR. Okay. Up to 1971 to, sorry, 1971 to 1991. Nearly 20 years. Clear. We made an alliance with Russia. Why it is so? Why it is so? At the time of this war with Pakistan, okay, related with the freedom of Bangladesh, Pakistan already made an alliance with whom? USA. Clear? They already made an alliance with the USA. So what happened at that time? Pakistan asked help for America, and America sent their full fleet. Okay, basically it's called the 7th fleet, naval fleet, to India. To India. Clear? Why? What is the reason? They came to sell coconut or some mangoes. Huh? At the time of war, we have some coconuts. We can use this at war. Okay, just throw this against the enemy's head. Huh? Like that. No, why they came to India? The 7th fleet. Huh? To attack our country, right? Or support Pakistan. Support Pakistan. I already told this one to you people. Okay. Remember. So the Indian government under pressure. Clear. There is no chance. That if this American Navy reached the Indian Ocean, okay, it is very problematic or troublesome for the India or India's military. Clear or not? Our Navy was not that strong at that time. Clear? Understand? Okay, only 2-3 ships are there. Okay, so that ships are running with some particular energy, wind energy. Okay, it is not that good. Okay, to fight against American Navy. Okay, so what happened? We made a pact with Russia, or basically USSR, and they sent their submarines to create a blockade. Okay, clear or not? Blockade in the sense to block this naval force of America. So that's what the story. So this all these stories are very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so I just told you just to find out some more information related with that. Okay, clear or not? Okay, so that's what the reason behind that. So critics are saying that it is not good to make an alliance. Already our foreign policy is non-alignment, but secretly you made what alliance with the USSR. It's not good, it seems there. Okay, but the reasons are there behind it. Clear? So let it be. There is a number of untold stories are there. Basically, the part of the history. Okay, so we don't know what is that. So we can have, if you know that, we are able to connect with. Okay, easily we are able to connect all these incidents, and we can create a correct picture or a full picture. Okay, so want to collect this information from authentic sources. Okay, someone told something, so don't believe it. So some particular sources are there, authentic sources are there from there or there from we have to collect the information. Okay, hope these things are clear for you, right? So this is just a introduction for the chapter. So we are going to learn about our relationship with the world, the trouble with our neighboring countries, wars with them, peace treaties. Okay, clear or not? And the non-alignment movement. Okay, so try to read the textbook, first 1 or 2 pages. Okay, then we will meet in the next session. Okay, any doubt? Any doubt? Any clarifications? You want to know your marks? Again, Amal has told you, no need, sir. I don't want to know. Okay, so let it be. Sir will upload that, so that time you can. I will not say anything that you know anyway. Okay, so remember, remember, read the textbook, okay, or the notes that what you wrote today, and we will meet in the next session. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so time is 11:50. This is the time. Only 50 minutes is there, right? 11 o'clock to 11:50. Okay, guys, thank you. Bye.